welcome to Strictly Business. I am Alfonso Santinello. We have, you guys know Corey. She's
Oh, hey guys.
she's yoga and
yes, I'm a yogi today.
Yeah, yogi.
Yep.
I'm not boo boo. And we have first time guest here with us today, Karen. Karen, thank you so much for coming on. I am gonna warn you guys, she is a little crazy. But she fits in right with
extremely well behaved for you.
But she fits in right now, so that's all good. So we have some really good topics, some actually funny ones, and we'll start off with the funniest one, I think, where Justin Bieber is a venture capitalist. There's a lot of celebrities now that are going into funding because they're making a lot of money and they feel like they have nothing, don't have anything to do with it. So we started looking for places. He's worth $108 million. He's earned 108 in the past 2 years. So he went right to Silicon Valley and he's funded some things like Spotify, a social gaming company called Sojo Studios, maker of Farmville-esque charitable donation game, Weetopia. I mean, there's a lot that he's already been putting into. So it's like he's kind of turning into like a mini Ashton Kutcher. And Ashton's very into the whole tech and funding. And it's just funny. There's a video from Forbes.com, which I'll play in here in a second. You guys can see. It's kind of, I couldn't take him seriously.
I know, he's just so little.
He's so young.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe when he talks about, I spend an hour a week with my business manager, my lawyer, learning about these things. I wanted to say an hour? Really? I mean,
you have to like read it, learn it. Like,
right. Well, he seems really heavily influenced by his manager, and I like his manager, actually. Sure. He seems like he has really strong business ethics and strong values that he's trying to instill on Justin. But an hour a week, really? He's like, baby.
I can't. You sing it almost every episode. Like, I don't know.
I've been singing that song since I researched the topic.
I suspect in his hour a week, that's about the amount of time it takes for them to explain what's in the documents that he's about to sign in order to give us money away. So,
exactly.
He spends
I wonder how much his manager and his other business and his partner or lawyer, how much they're getting out of it. Because if they're mostly doing most of the back work, he's just, the face and the publicity and...
I do think it's smart, though, for Justin, because this is introducing a new demographic for him. People are going to start to recognize him doing, for-profit and non-profit businesses, mending them together, because as he gets older, he's going to lose his fan base. So if he can carry some people with him, it's just going to make him more money in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to look at all the other boy band or the young tween, whatever, like Justin Timberlake, he grew up, but like he gained didn't say he lost a fan base. He just kind of grew with
Well, he also got into movies.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure the Biebs is going to do.
The Biebs.
Yeah, we're like this. I call him the Biebs.
Bieber fever?
No. You know what's really funny? My uncle calls him Justin Bieber. He can't say his last name, so he says Bieber. But anyway, yeah, it's and I'm just interested in seeing how he really pans out into the whole tech thing. I know Ashton, when he went in, it just became big, and he actually did good with it, but I don't know how he's going to do it. Next up, Verizon ends unlimited data. Dun, 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 dun.
I know.
So they're planning for it to begin this summer. So basically, if you have a Verizon phone and you're upgrading, there's no more grandfathering into it. So they're going to be changing the plan. You have to opt in for buying a specific data, and that's your 2-year program. The CFO was saying it's not actually 100% yet, but they're working on all the paperwork to make it finalized, and it sucks.
Does this move really surprise anybody, though?
No. A lot of other companies have gotten away from the...
unlimited. The unlimited plan.
I don't know. I've been along... I mean, I like Verizon because of the quality of the service where, I don't have any drop calls or anything. Customer service could be a little better. But it's... I don't know. I feel like they're going to lose a lot of customers now.
But where are those customers going to go? Because basically, aside from Sprint, nobody has unlimited data. So any place you go, you're going to have to buy a data plan. Yeah. And I think Verizon's just gotten savvy to the fact that, hey, we can make money doing this, so why not? And we're not at risk of losing customers because the customers already have a plan, already have a contract, already locked into something. Where else are they going to go?
Yeah.
So I think that it sucks. I'm a longtime Verizon customer, and I kind of love my unlimited data plan, so a little sad to see that go, but way of the world.
I actually didn't even know. I need to go and find out how much data I actually use, because if you can, maybe there's going to end up being a cheaper plan for people that don't even use that much data compared to what you
Right.
have to pay now. So I don't know what the article didn't mention how the plans were going to structure out, but if there's even cheaper, I don't know. Well, I kind of use apps a lot. So
Well, yeah,
I'm not gonna
it
lie.
makes sense.
Scramble with friends and
Yeah, it only makes sense because as we all increase our usage of, the data plan that we have, it should just be reciprocated on their end too. I mean, unfortunately, it's going to cost us more money, but
Yeah, but ultimately they'll have the data plans that share across devices. So
Yeah.
I think that's actually great. As opposed to having to have a separate plan for your iPhone, a separate plan for your iPad.
It's just
Now you can
one
actually have
big-
one. It's bundled. It's great. It's awesome.
it's
and,
gonna be good
you know,
for families with a multiple phone line. So if, me and Corey had one phone line. Like if I use all the data, it doesn't matter if
Right.
it's just one big one. So that's good. It's just people are going to complain about it, whatever happens. Just like those Facebook complainers that complain about everything on Facebook.
make timeline stop.
Yeah, it's
I
already.
don't like it. I don't
Really?
like timeline.
Oh, there's a big billboard picture of me and you right on top of your thing.
Well, I like the bigger picture, but I don't like the way that it scrolls.
Structured.
And yeah.
Well, I'm going to look through and see some of the old posts that you've had. All right, next topic. Next up, there's an article saying in 2016, most cars will work with smartphones. So they're already started. According to a research from Juniper Research, they are saying that aftermarket systems offered like OnStar are going to grow into more where there's going to be, every car is going to have internet and there's going to be apps and there's going to be where people can stream from their music. They're saying it's going to be a $14.4 billion sector in 4 years and give 92 million vehicles internet connectivity. So, Ford started it with Microsoft Sync a few years ago. So they really started this whole bringing the apps into the cars. And now you see like Toyota and BMW and everyone's starting to do it now. So this is just going to make it, it's like you can't watch a TV. They don't have like in the back of the cars you can have the TV movies or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't make it for the front of the car because you're driving. They don't want.
Right.
Duh.
So if they create a dashboard where it's like an iPad and it's not typically the same thing.
Essentially. That's what, the revolutionary change is coming with cars, right?
Yes.
It's been slowly coming in. But my experience, I had a rental car, and it was just like, I was totally like, eyes off the road. There's like a mouse pad that you can like use and changing the channel, and like, it's craziness. And I was totally like distracted. So, especially with new drivers, I can only imagine. Their parents probably aren't going to be buying them brand new 2016 cars.
No, there was an article saying, in the article, the newer editions of like the lower line of the cars are going to start coming in with them regardless now. They're all going to have interfaces. It's no longer just a CD drive and that's it. It's all interfaces. And so in a couple of years, all the cars are going to have them.
Yeah.
So the question will be whether or not they're going to be voice activated, like the OnStar systems, because voice activated would be great. You said your example of, I'm over here playing with this mouse pad and trying to figure stuff out in the rental car. If things are voice activated, then it makes it much easier and theoretically much safer for people to use. So, I think combining those two technologies makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Let's just do it in a way that doesn't endanger those of us who actually pay attention while we're driving.
Yeah. Well, okay, so like YouTube and Spotify, like all these, I think it's going to end up hurting the radio stations and money now because
definitely.
of, people just like car, YouTube, and whatever song
And say the song you want to hear.
Yeah, and then
or even just to run Pandora through your car.
So the radio stations are gonna. They're already dwelling anyway. So I don't know how this is just. I feel like it's gonna hurt them in the long run. Next up is Chipotle hired undocumented workers. Mexican Grill.
Have you been?
I like Chipotle.
I like it
I've
too.
been to the
You
one in
been?
Boston.
Yeah.
So all I got to say about this story is, duh.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Restaurant industry,
it's a Mexican grill, and
But not even. I don't know any restaurant that, behind the scenes isn't hiring some,
you don't have to pay
undocumented
taxes,
workers.
You see that lot with like more like the smaller businesses, like the chains like this, like you have a higher risk of being noticed.
Oh, yeah.
So they had to fire 500 people last year because they got caught once, and now they're going through the SEC investigation. The Homeland Security is going in and really bringing in a U.S. attorney from D.C. Like they're really going in. That sucks for them. Their food is good.
Yeah.
It's just I think they're saying that Chipotle is the largest chain where they own most of the restaurants. They don't have like it's not
franchise.
Yeah, couldn't think of the word. So they actually, the headquarters does all the hiring, and they do. So it's going through the headquarters. It's not individual stores.
It's even worse.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, they just opened one up around us in Enfield. I don't know if that's going to cause. What if they're going to have to shut some of them down because they lose so many workers and ends up being.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people without jobs, so they could probably be filled.
But there's a lot of people that just. They won't take jobs that you know what I mean. What am I going to do at Chipotle's?
But also, I mean, think about it. It's like an employee can apply for a position as long as they look like they're legitimate on paper. So they walk in with a valid social security number. That number doesn't necessarily belong to them. I mean, I'm sure that's how most of these people ended up getting hired. It wasn't knowingly hiring people who were not legals and they shouldn't have been hiring them. They went through their protocol and whatever, and it's only after the fact when the numbers get kicked back or something doesn't match up, months later, that it's suddenly like, oh, I guess I gotta let this person go. Well,
Chipotle is being completely easy with letting them do what they want to do, like with investigation. They're not giving them any trouble, so they know that they're in the wrong. So it's not like they're trying to hide anything. So it's just a bad PR. Now it's just how they're going to spin it in their favor and make it work for them. But.
Although, is there ever any really bad PR?
No, if people are talking about you, that's all you need to know.
Exactly. We're all going to run out to get Chipotle tonight, so,
Actually, I'm starving right now. So.
It is delicious.
Yes. All right, well, Karen, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Corey.
As always.
And we'll be right back. We had an interview with Rebuild Together, the Springfield chapter, the great ladies, and we'll let you guys know what exactly they do. And we'll see you guys soon. So welcome back. I'm here with Colleen and Ethel from Rebuilding Together. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for inviting us. Yes.
So for the viewers that don't know, what is Rebuilding Together?
Rebuilding Together is a national nonprofit organization, and we have almost 200 affiliates across the country. Our national office is in Washington, D.C., and in the city of Springfield. We've been around for
20 years.
20 years. It's our anniversary this year.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. So the difference between us and maybe some other housing nonprofit organizations is that we preserve, rehabilitate, modify, fix up existing homes, preserve affordable home ownership so that people can stay in their homes, so they may not have to go to a nursing home, so we might do a wheelchair ramp, we might put in age-in-place modifications, such as grab bars in the bathrooms for any type of handicap accessibility. We also prevent homelessness so that the leaking roof is repaired and it's not condemned or foreclosed.
New windows.
So anything from small to major, you guys kind of help. Now, how do you select the people that get the help?
Well, people have an opportunity to fill out an application, and it's income based, and which I would say 99% of the people qualify for our income guideline. And they will call, they see it in the newspaper, they can go on the internet and request an application. And they fill it out, bring it down along with the backup of their financial information. And from there, we assess the property and meet with the homeowners. And from there, there's a great possibility that that house will be chosen at that time. We never get rid of an application. They're always there. We may not serve as one person this year, but we will get around to that.
It all depends upon our budget, the need. We try to prioritize based upon that, and of course, donations and funding are always welcome. It's ongoing.
Now, people can make donations, they can fund, or they can volunteer. What's the process if someone wants to participate or volunteer and help?
We've in the past, we're celebrating our 20th anniversary, like Ethel said. 3 years ago, we became a year-round program. Before, we were a volunteer board working one day in April every year. Now, we're a year-round program. We still celebrate National Rebuilding Day, which is always the last Saturday in April. We just completed 15 homes. We had about 1,000 volunteers on April 28th of this year. So volunteers can call our office, register online. tend to have a lot of business organizations, whether it might be a school, a college, university, an organization, other nonprofits, businesses in the area, the banks are heavily involved in the process of volunteer and donate money. So it's an ongoing process. Last year we did projects every single month except the month of July. July tends to be kind of a little bit of a down month because people are on vacation, so it's hard to recruit volunteers, but we have projects going every single month. So there's always ways to participate, donate, and it could not be even a financial donation. It could be donating paint and things like that, which we.
So if they do want to donate or get involved, what's a way to contact you guys?
They can call our office at area code 413-788-0014 or on our website at www.rebuildingtogetherspringfield.org.
Great. Now, how long have you guys been a part of the organization? What are your roles there?
Well, I'm the program director, and I have program manager. I have been with them for 9 years, and very excited about it. A program that I had planned to be with them for 3 months, but because I love what we do to help people to stay in their home, it's going on 9 years.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So my job is to go out and assess the property and meet with the homeowners, and that's what gives us the feeling once we have completed a project, like a handicap ramp. I mean, people that can't get out of their home, and now they can go in and out very independently, and that's important to us, that you live independently.
Yeah.
And I've been with the organization 3 years now, since the board of directors decided to take it to the next level, make it a year-round program. Ethel was part-time, and now she's full-time, as am I. And we have a wonderful support of our board of directors, Mass Mutual, Financial Group, Hamden Bank, United Bank, TD Bank, Kitchens by Curio, Rockies, Yankee Candle, Faith United Church,
Oh, you guys got a lot of
Springfield
support.
Neighborhood
That's
Housing
great.
Services. So we have a great group of board members that get their organizations to donate money, recruit volunteers, and my role is to do that. Bring funding in so we're able to keep this program going, recruit volunteers, coordinate that, and give the strategic direction of the organization. I mean, we focus on, like we said earlier, low-income homeowners, so they might be family with children, they could be elderly, they could be disabled. And we also have focus on military veterans, especially with our current wars. Veterans are coming back with, sadly, with disabilities. We also help their families. It could be a widow or a widower of a veteran. So we have a program through our national office called Heroes at Home with Sears, so that's been very supportive. So that's really where the focus is. We also work on nonprofit facilities. We worked on a veterans home inside and out. It was a transitional home for 12 homeless vets that we did major rehabilitation to 2 years ago.
Yes.
And it was where veterans had a soft landing when they came back. They lived there generally for 2 years. They were helped with job placement, and they did pay rent. And it was very depressing, and it was very run down, and we made it a nice home. Ethel was even out buying curtains and hanging them, adding a nice touch to it. So so we worked on playground, Square One playground. So we've worked on quite a few nonprofits as well, but our main focus is affordable housing and preserving that.
So we have, the June 1st tornado. It's already been a year. Now, you guys have something coming up. Do you want to share what it is?
Well, last October, Ethel and I got our heads together, and we came up with this idea, and we called it Funnel Your Energy for Rebuilding Together. And we rebuilt 25 homes in 5 days with 1,000 volunteers. Well, that turned into about 28 homes in 5 days with about 2,000 volunteers. People were donating and people were volunteering, and we finally had to cut off the registration just so we had so many volunteers, people wanting to help out. And it rained 4 out of the 5 days.
Wow.
So you get to be flexible. No, they just wanted to be there. And the homeowners, it was amazing the work that was done in those 5 days. So to follow that up to commemorate the anniversary of the tornado, we want to remember that, but turn it into a positive, turn a very sad and disastrous time into a positive by having another Funnel Your Energy event. So we're going to be working on close to 10 homes next Wednesday on May 30th. and Berkshire Bank is kicking off the event at their downtown location in Springfield. That was one of the first areas hit in the city of Springfield, and they're going to have a kickoff breakfast at 8 o'clock and press conference. Lieutenant Governor Timothy P. Murray is going to be attending, and the volunteers will register, and then from there they'll be sent to their assigned projects and go from there. So
That's great.
It's great. It's really great. After doing 15 homes on April 28th,
Yeah.
and a project last weekend, and
You guys are ready for vacation.
Yes, we are.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. But we just love, I mean, this type of event, you have to love what you're doing. Otherwise, you know, you really get burned out. But when we get burned out, we just call each other and
We motivate
It's
each other.
it's a team effort.
it's a team effort. That's what it is. Yeah.
So for the last time, what's the website if people want to come get more information on you guys?
It's www.rebuildingtogetherspringfield.org, and they can volunteer, donate, and homeowners in the city of Springfield can also call for an application.
Great, ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us.
And thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. And as we're gearing up towards our 100th episode, so we'll see you guys later.